Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking water. Since we are no longer drinking water just because we are thirsty anymore, we are now woke to all these whole benefits of drinking water, from the skin popping to the health benefits and all of that good stuff. So we are now looking for all these creative ways that we can drink up and stay hydrated, especially when it's not Coke that we're talking about here, And so you hear things like keep it warm, put some mint in it, put some sweeteners in it, and all of that good stuff, which is actually very okay. But how sustainable are those things? How practical are they? So in today's video, I'm keeping it 100 on all the ways you can stay consistent and level up your drinking game. Okay, let's go. So the first thing is to be aware that knowing your daily intake would actually keep you more consistent than any other ceremony you want to perform. Okay, you know what they say about you can't track it if you don't set it. I'm not sure I got that right, but you catch the drift. Okay, you can't just be drinking water just because, otherwise you get tired and then you get back into the default mode of drinking just because you are thirsty, and that's not what we want, right? You want to set your maximum or minimum water goals in a day. Now when it comes to this quantity, there's actually like no size fits all formula. We all have different body systems, different health conditions, and all of that good stuff, but the rule of thumb is to go for 2 to 3 liters of water a day. Now what you want to do is to convert this quantity into actionable and comfortable measurement that is okay for you in a day, because you don't want to gulp them down at once. All right, so it could be like 8 glasses of water per day, or 7 to 8 sachets of pure water. And yes, I know it's sachet, but then it's still sachets for me. It could also be 4 to 5 bottles of water in a day, whichever works for you. Okay, so what this does is to actually keep you motivated and consistent. Like, there's this fulfillment that comes from achieving your water goals in a day, and if you also lose track, the guilty conscience that will follow, it will literally drag you to the point where you now begin to form this thing as a habit. Do you get what I mean? That's what it does for you. So keeping track of your daily water intake is actually the first step into consistency. Guys, just try this today. Set water goals for yourself and get back to me on the results, okay? So the second tip to consistency in drinking water will be to always hold some change, okay? Because let's face it, all right? Carrying water bottles around, how many water bottles do you want to carry around in one day? Especially if your activities and your engagements are basically just outdoor stuff. How many water bottles are enough for you in a day? Do you get? So the easiest thing is to hold some small change in your pocket so that you can just grab some water on the go. Even when you're in traffic, you can just get some water and be drinking. Shikina, those large cans that come with measurements and tags and all of that are all good, but they're not practical for everyone. We just have to face what is real here. So if you're on the go, you know what to do. Now, if you sit in the office, what you can do is to actually keep your water cans where you can see them. Make them visible. Keep them on the table or anywhere that you can see them. This is personally what I do. So even when work gets too busy for me and I forget to drink water, they will just be there staring at me, reminding me to drink water, and I must make sure that I finish all the bottles of water that I've lined on my table for the day. That's what works for me, because if you don't do this, there's going to be so much work and so much everything that you're going to forget to actually drink water, and you sit down for long hours on your desk without even realizing it. If you're the type that use dispensers in your office, what you can do is to get water cans for yourself, put them from the dispensers to the water cans, and keep them on your table or anywhere you can see them. It helps a lot in drinking water. There is nothing that will make you not to finish that water that day, except you want to go home with guilty conscience. You get what I mean? So the next step to consistency, guys, is to keep it very simple as you keep your meal routines. Okay, you can just take some water in the morning, and then you can take some before or after your meal, This way you take more water without even noticing it, because you've already incorporated it in your normal feeding or meal routines, if you get what I mean. So say you take 2 glasses of water for breakfast, 2 glasses for brunch, 2 glasses for lunch, 2 glasses for dinner. That's like 8 glasses of water in a day. And that is you completing your 8 glasses of water a day goal without any hassle, without any effort, without even realizing it at all. Guys, the next tip to consistency in staying hydrated is to actually snack on water content fruits or veggies. So sometimes you're not just in the mood for water. I mean, it's not Coke, it's still water, so you're not even having it sometimes. Okay, so what you can do is to actually snack on water content fruits or veggies. We talk about fruits and veggies like cucumbers, oranges, watermelon, and all of that. They are all around you. Okay, they help a lot. 20% of our water intake actually comes from the food that we eat, so why not? And apart from these fruits being high fluid content, they are also packed with vitamins and minerals and all other antioxidants that promote overall health. Who doesn't want that, right? Guys, my final bonus tip for you is to know the basic signs of dehydration. And this in no way means that you should not wait till you are dehydrated before you start drinking water. So your signs of dehydration could come in form of headaches, in form of dizziness, tiredness, sunken eyes, like your eyes will actually just enter inside. And then the actual thirst. You feel thirsty, you have dry mouth, and all of that. These are the basic signs of dehydration. But please do not wait till your mouth is dried out and you're dying of thirst before you can now go for water, because then what's the point now, Abby? Thank you so much for sticking around. We've come to the end of today's video, guys. I hope you learned a thing or two. Subscribe to my channel, please. My name is Chine, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.